All right, welcome to another episode number 2 of our
Monday talk that will be posted on a different day than Monday.
Yeah, probably if you're watching this, it'd probably come out about Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, around that midweek. Thank you if you watched our first video. Sorry that it was a little outdated on a few of the things. We posted a little late, but this one we should be able to post on time. So if there are a few things that are a little outdated, then just look over those. But we are very excited to do another one of our Ride and Talk Monday talk show episodes.
It's not working.
And Mike is playing his Switch down below us. So this is our second episode, and are you guys excited?
Yeah.
I thought last week's video turned out very good, and we got a few things to talk about today.
Starting off with the NFL playoff picture.
Yep, the playoffs are officially set. Last night, Raiders and Chargers in Vegas was the final week of the regular season.
News, though.
There's our
sad news about the playoffs, though.
What?
Our teams are up against each other first.
That's true. My number 1 team and your number 2 team are playing each other. And sorry for Josh, but his
team never makes it.
His number 1 team is not in the playoffs. So anyway, I'm getting distracted watching Mike play his video game.
Yeah, but you never had a chance in the playoffs.
Anyway,
Neither did the Ravens.
So Josh, you have got our official list.
The Browns have as much a chance as the Ravens do.
No, they have a better chance because they've actually won one and actually made it to more than one.
Okay, and congratulations. Now, at least I can't say I haven't lost a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Brady and Josh, they really don't have anything to argue about because neither one of their teams are in.
They always argue about football. I mean, it's a never-ending battle because all they do is, oh my gosh, my team's better than yours, and just over.
Well, they keep trashing
You
my
hurt
team
my
after my kid's
quarterback,
team is
Lamar
a 99
Jackson.
overall.
Well, anyway, the playoffs are set. The first round is this Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for the first time ever a playoff game on Monday night. I believe it's the first time ever.
And Titans and the Packers were the ones who clinched the playoffs with the Bengals beating the Chiefs. And the Raiders, they beat the Chargers, which put the Steelers into the playoffs. We have 6 different games before we move on to the second round. One of the games is we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Steelers.
Yep.
The next one is the Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. Then we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Las Vegas Raiders. Then you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers facing the Eagles.
For the NFC side, yep.
And then you have the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, playing the San Francisco 49ers, an underdog this year team.
Yeah. But they did make the playoffs.
The Los Angeles
49ers.
Rams and the Arizona Cardinals, who were frauds at the end of the season.
Yeah,
they were doing like they
Lost
lost to the
Lions
and then the Seahawks yesterday.
They had a very strong start, but then they just started going downhill towards the end of the season.
Nice, I want that. I'll give you my good controller.
So,
He'll give you
so that bracket, those will be done. I believe there are
my good controller.
2 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday, and 1 game on Monday night. I can't remember which one it is. Do you know?
I can probably
Monday
look that
night
up.
game.
Hold on.
I don't know. Josh is gonna look it up. But anyway, this week decided officially all of the teams are in the playoffs. And let's read off the list of that. We're not gonna make predictions unless you guys do want to make predictions for some of these. But
no, I'm pretty sure I'll do that later.
okay. Check out his channel.
The Monday game is actually it's a really good game to watch. We have the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, and I believe the reason for this is because these teams, of course, they're in the same division. They both played each other twice, just like all division teams do. Once at home, once away, and they are 1-1 against each other. So this will determine it. Not only that, but it will determine will they continue on in the.
Why'd you bring a
the
basketball,
playoffs.
Aaron?
I don't remember.
All right.
You got to move.
Now we'll
Mike is
move on
playing.
to Josh's corner with the Browns.
Yeah.
But
Mike is down here. He's playing Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now
Do you want to?
I'm going to talk about my Cleveland Browns here for a second. About about what they should do during the offseason after things I've seen and what I honestly believe. First of all, we're going to start off with Baker Mayfield, if he's staying or not. I honestly hope he does. He didn't play that well as people expected him to because Kevin Stefanski, who needs to be fired, he didn't use our running game as strong as we should have, and he kept letting injured Baker play all the time. And I think we need to get rid of Case Keenum and get a stronger backup, because Case Keenum's okay, but
how do we know Case Keenum's not good? Because we never even played
We watched him a couple times, and he barely won. I don't think he won, except for yesterday against the Bengals. But then again, they were Joe Burrow-less. So
what happened to Joe Burrow?
He was out. Why play your starter if you're already in the playoff? Don't know.
That's true. That's why there was a lot of upsets. Bengals, Packers lost to the Lions. Why? Because I believe their starters were not playing. They're resting up.
We didn't use Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, resting up for the playoffs.
Anyway, back to what I said before Mike is so rudely interrupted. Kevin Stefanski needs fired. We need a coach who recognizes what kind of running game we have with Nick Chubb. Baker was out. He's getting surgery, and he will be getting physical therapy and getting back in 100% and getting 100% back.
Let's talk about a quarterback
back to 100% for the Browns. And I think we need a better O-line, because the O-line really wasn't helping Baker out that much. Basically, Baker would snap the ball, and
a defender would be on him in his waist.
He had to chuck it because the O-line couldn't hold them.
Yeah.
Like, what was going on with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen people say that the Browns are probably going to get Garrett Wilson for the draft, and he's going to become the wide receiver 1 spot by mid-season from his first year, and that Baker and Garrett Wilson will be a top 5 quarterback wide receiver duo. That's all I've seen so far. And like I said, my opinion, get a better O-line, fire Kevin Stefanski, get a coach who knows what he's doing with the running game and can balance out pretty well. More running than passing though, because Baker's good, but he will have to recover a little bit extra if he's not 100% by the season start. Brady, I don't want to hear it. Your quarterback only runs. So
you're saying the Browns need a better quarterback, a better coach, a better backup quarterback, a better O-line? So what you're saying is the Browns stink.
Now that we are good with football.
Wait.
Hold on, we're not done yet.
Let's all talk about.
Okay, Micah.
Let's all talk about a quarterback who is having his last playoff/Super Bowl attempt.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
We're going to say goodbye to Big Ben.
Yep. And it looks like from what happened after beating the Ravens and all the pieces falling into place.
Yeah, they beat the Ravens.
Could Ben Roethlisberger go out with a big bang?
I hope.
No, it's not, Brady.
Just for him, I hope he can do it.
Yeah.
Just because it's his last time.
Yeah, and so we were seeing that game, and Dad said we were like watching this one play, and I think it was 4th down, and the Steelers went for it, and Dad said, if this play works, then you know that football's this game's rigged. And yeah, if we see the Steelers, it seemed like this is what some sources were telling me, that that the NFL itself wanted Big Ben to win this game because he's getting ready to.
It's not scripted.
It's not scripted.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
The Ravens could have very easily won.
How are you supposed to script it?
Wrestling's scripted.
Yeah, staged and predetermined.
You say, oh no, it's not. It's not.
Wrestling is scripted. We admit
It's
that.
predetermined.
It's not predetermined.
It's staged and predetermined.
Stage predetermined. That's what I said.
That's wrestling, not
Football. Not football. Football is 100% real. Maybe sometimes they do make some bad calls, but it happens
Kevin
sometimes.
Stefanski. I mean, how you doing?
The referees aren't perfect. The coaches aren't perfect. The players aren't perfect. None of us are. But
That's the school you used to go to?
okay.
He used to go to that school already.
And
yeah.
well, I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
Playoff Steelers.
Playoffs. Yeah, the Steelers. If we see Big Ben,
Go out with a big bang.
yeah. Are we going to see Big Ben? Let's talk about a few different teams. All the different teams in the playoffs. Do they have a chance? Do you think they are a Super Bowl contender, or do you think
Steelers?
it's going to be over for them very soon in
No,
the playoffs?
I
I know.
as much as I would like for Big Ben to do well, but I'm a Browns fan, so I really don't want to do well. I don't think he's going to do that well.
I mean, since they got
I
in the
think they're
playoffs, he
going to
might.
choke because they do have the Chiefs.
Yeah, they are playing the Chiefs.
But then again, any team can beat the Chiefs.
Is
we
that
know.
true?
Any team can beat on any given Sunday. Anyone can beat anyone.
That it can be true. It depends
Then they said,
on a few
what's
different
the
things.
point?
I suppose there's always a chance. But are the Steelers going to do it? No. I don't think so. If Big Ben goes to the Super Bowl and then wins, then there's something was rigged. in
We'll
there
post a
somewhere.
video saying we support Big Ben for the next season.
Yeah. But Super Bowl is not scripted, so Big Ben, you're not going to be in the Super Bowl. I do not like the Steelers. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a Browns fan.
Cowboys.
Yeah. Jimmy Johnson. I do not like the Steelers. They're my least favorite team of any football, any sport. More than Michigan. I'm an Ohio State fan. I hate the Steelers more than Michigan. Do I hate the players? Do I hate the coaches? No. Do I hate Big Ben? No.
Yes, I mean no.
No. Yeah. Do I hate these people as a person? No. But did they choose I mean, they didn't choose, but did they sign with a good football team? No, they did not. So do I want to see Big Ben go out with a bang? He had his big bang when he made it to the playoffs, surprisingly. No, I don't want to see him go any further. Neither. Definitely not the Steelers. But anyway, and then you got the Raiders. What do you guys think? Playoff contenders?
Possible.
No.
Yes.
I don't think so either.
I think so.
I don't think the
possible.
Raiders can.
Do I think? Am I going to go 100% with them? No. But I do think they have a chance. They've shown they have potential.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think they're going to be in the playoffs. There's a
Fine. I
chance,
don't think
but
the Cowboys are going to make it.
okay.
In fact, I know they won't.
Yeah, let's continue down the line. What about the other wild card for the AFC? Who's the other wild card? Do you guys
Bills
remember?
and Patriots.
Patriots. What do you think about the Patriots? Are they going to go all the way?
I think Mac Jones could take them on.
No, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. With the way.
I think Cowboys. Then again, Niners are my team though, so Niners go.
Yeah.
Bills beat the Patriots a bunch of the time in the playoffs. In the regular season. I'm going with the Bills on that game.
Yeah. Yeah, Bills and Patriots are playing. Are the Patriots going to win? I don't think so. I think the Bills are going to pull it out. The Bills have been good for the past few years. They were in the AFC Championship, I believe, last year or maybe the year before, something like that. But they have not made it to a Super Bowl in a long time. I think the Bills could be a Super Bowl
They're probably going to pull
contender.
off everything they can to get into the Super Bowl.
I think we could see the Bills in the Super Bowl.
I think we could see the Niners in the Super Bowl.
About the 49ers, I'm not sold on the 49ers. Kansas City Chiefs, there probably are, but I don't want to see them in it again. So as for the Kansas City Chiefs, do I think that they could be in the Super Bowl this year? Yes. Do I want them to be? No. As for the Bengals, I think that they've been doing great this season. They've had one of their best seasons in a long time. And they played pretty good. Beat the Chiefs by a little bit, I believe. Yeah, I watched that game. But can they make it all the way to the Super Bowl this year? I don't think. Not this year. Maybe eventually, but not this year. Now the Cowboys, well, as you know, if you've been watching this and following this channel, me and my family are Cowboys fans, and I love the Cowboys, and I'm glad that they're in the playoffs this year, and they've had a really good season, probably their best season since the 90s when they had Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith, and Now, I wasn't too confident on them earlier this season. Wasn't thinking they'd go all the way to the Super Bowl. But after hearing, about some of their games, how good they've been doing, I haven't seen too many of them this year. But I think that the Cowboys might just be a Super Bowl contender. I really hope so. But, yeah, I'm going to say Cowboys, I think, go all the way to the Super Bowl. Now, Tampa Bay, they were last year's Super Bowl champions. And do I want to see them in the Super Bowl again this year? No, I don't want to see Tom Brady in the Super Bowl either. But I'm going to say that they definitely got a good chance, and I could definitely see them being in it again. Now, for the Eagles, they are a wild card, and they have been winning some games this year, especially towards the end of the season. But I do not think that they are going to go all the way to the Super Bowl. I think that they are going to get beat by the Buccaneers this week. For the Titans, they are the number 1 seed in the AFC, so they're on a bye this week. And they've been playing good this year, and they've had a great season. They passed up the Chiefs for that number 1 seed in the AFC. So do I think that they definitely have a great chance for the Super Bowl coming up? Yes. For Green Bay, they're the number 1 seed in the NFC, and they've had a great season this year. They've won a lot of games. And do I think that they could be a Super Bowl contender? Rodgers has only won 1 Super Bowl, I believe. Could they be in it this year and win it? I could definitely see both of those things happening. Because for some of these teams, I think that they could be in it, but maybe not win. But Packers, I can definitely see happening. Plenty of other teams, of course. But, yeah, Packers, they're probably going to be in the Super Bowl this year. Now, for the Rams, they've been a good team this year. They won their division, even though it looked like at the beginning of the season that it was going to be the Cardinals. But the Rams have the division, and they're taking on the Cardinals this week. Do I think that they are a Super Bowl contender? Or do they have a great chance at being in the Super Bowl? Yes, I think that I could definitely see it happening. Will they win it? Maybe, but I could definitely see them being in it. Now, for the Cardinals, they had a great start to the season, a big win streak, and they looked really good at the beginning of the season, but now later on in the season, they've been losing, and then winning a little, and then losing, and losing a lot more than winning towards the end of the season. But do I think that they're going to get beat by the Rams on Monday night? Yes, I do not think the Cardinals are going to make it. Cardinals, maybe at the beginning of the season, I thought they might have a chance for the Super Bowl, but not now. Cardinals are out of it.
Not 3 years straight, at least.
Well, anyway, our time is almost up, so there's your NFL playoffs. You can check online to see the bracket, and I'm going to put up something on the screen, a graphic of the official playoff bracket. Of course, we don't know, when it comes to which team's going to win, who they're going to play. Of course, that will be decided afterwards. But we all know how that works. But as for wrestling news, WWE, the Royal Rumble Premier Live event, as they are calling their pay-per-views now, is coming up on January 29th, Saturday, January 29th. And I believe a match has been announced. Roman Reigns has returned from his COVID quarantine, and I believe he's going to be facing Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. What have you guys got to say about this?
Well, looks like
those are both of my dudes up against each other like
so we're gonna have to continue this after practice.
Yeah, we'll tape a little more on the way back.
Yeah, but Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, the Shield Showdown.
There's nothing really to do.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, 2/3.
That's not biased at all.
Yeah, Roman Reigns is definitely gonna hang on to it. Could
Either
it?
that, or I feel like Seth Rollins will pull some bull crap, bring 2 other dudes with him, just to beat the crap out of Roman while he's down. Because I was watching one with Micah, and Rollins brought in 3 dudes into the Royal Rumble, and I was mad at him. I was like, you gotta fight your own battles, pipsqueak.
Oh, you mean like Bobby Lashley and AJ?
Oh,
have a
Bobby
Moss and
Lashley.
Commander Aziz next to him all the time.
Commander Aziz. No, that was Apollo Crews with the Commander Aziz.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, still, Bobby Lashley.
We'll continue this once we get back. On our way back from the place that we were headed to today.
Pickles.
My mom says that.
All right.
And I hear
So we'll be right back. All right. So a few more thoughts before we close this up. We were gonna do it a little longer, but then we decided to cut it short. since this video is already long anyway. Also in wrestling news, yes, the Royal Rumble is coming up, and also another match that is rumored for that is Edge and his wife Beth Phoenix, who has not wrestled for a while, versus Miz, who Edge has been feuding with, and his wife, who has kind of been in his corner the past few weeks, about a month or so, about 2 months. Maurice in a mixed match tag team match. That's another rumor for the Royal Rumble. And of course, who is going to win the Royal Rumble match? Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. We don't even know who's going to be in it. Also to mention, we mentioned on another video, WWE opened the forbidden door. And what that means is, for the first time I have ever heard, or at least the first time in a very long time, WWE is crossing over with a smaller wrestling company, which is not something WWE usually does, but they're going to be crossing over with Impact Wrestling, which is a smaller wrestling company, been around for since this, I believe, I don't know, since this century's millennium started. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they were around at the time of the Attitude Era, but after, I'm not sure. But anyway, and they're going to be crossing over. I heard a women's wrestler, the women's champion from Impact Wrestling, will be in the Royal Rumble, the women's Royal Rumble match. So that's something we can keep our eyes on. In AEW, they announced the Dynamite. There'll be a special episode of Dynamite January 26th, Beach Break, which will be live in Cleveland, Ohio. This Wednesday on Dynamite was their debut episode on a brand new network, on a new network other than TNT. Their debut on TBS, and the first TBS champion was crowned Jade Cargill, and also new tag team champions were crowned in the main event. Jurassic Express defeated Lucha Bros for the tag team titles. Luchasaurus. Yeah, Luchasaurus. Yeah, he's in Jurassic Express. He just heard of Luchasaurus today. We were playing Hangman in study hall at school. We had permission. Anyway, AEW Revolution is also coming up in March, and of course WrestleMania in April, first week of April, I believe. It'll be another 2-night WrestleMania at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Technically, people would say Dallas, Texas, but technically it's Arlington. But and the playoffs are starting, so thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll see you guys next week.